Turkish tanks rolling into northern Syria. They're going right after ISIS. This is a ground war. This is new. President Erdogan of Turkey promised to go after ISIS after that suicide bombing at the wedding in Turkey earlier this week. Joining us now is Jasser, American Islamic Forum for Democracy. This is what you want, isn't it? You want people to go after ISIS, and it's being done by a president who is essentially an Islamic fundamentalist.
Yeah, I think, obviously we wanted this for quite some time. And, before we start cheering that Turkey has miraculously come on our side, let me put it in context for you, Stuart. August 9th, Erdogan went and met with Putin and apologized and said that he was going to come back into the fold. Erdogan is basically sort of consolidating power after the failed supposed coup attempt. He is also using this to go after Kurdish areas. He sees a threat not only internally in Turkey, but around Turkey and globally. So he's abandoned sort of this mission to help the Islamists regionally, and is consolidating power to go back to the 20th century paradigm of being part of the dictators club, as Bret Stephens talked about in the Wall Street Journal. So bottom line is you see sort of a consolidation of powers. The Assad, we thought, gave him the green light, but now they're sort of pushing back on that. Bottom line is yes, they're getting rid of ISIS. They're joining the ground operation. But make no mistake, Erdogan is about Erdogan. It's about his tyranny. It's not about somehow having a epiphany about ISIS.
It's more trouble right in the center of the Middle East, in a key country. That's what it is. Zudi, while we got time, I want to draw your attention to two possible terror attacks in a couple of days. This man on the screen shouting Allahu Akbar tries to behead people in Virginia. In Australia, a young British woman and a dog, that young lady right there, stabbed to death, again by an attacker shouting Allahu Akbar. But Zudi, in both cases, the authorities have not said this is terror. As far as I'm concerned, you shout Allahu Akbar and you try to behead somebody, that's terror. What say you?
I don't get it. I mean, what is the benefit of this continued denial? This is the virus of political Islamism, the global jihad. And why delay it? They might be wrong once in a while, but bottom line is this is the virus that is the ideology of global Salafi jihadism. And unless we identify it early in order to figure out the connections, you'll lose some of the connections that we need from a homeland security perspective. It's not only Australia, London, Germany, everywhere. We've been seeing this in the United States and Canada. So we have to make these connections. These are not lone wolves. In order to defeat a global ideology, Stuart, as you've said so many times, we have to identify it and then track it, not only countering violent extremism, but countering violent Islamism. And these denials prevent the early signs that we can look at. I think we delay and deny because we don't want to admit politically that it's here and it's happening. Yeah. Zudi Jasser, thank you very much for joining us, sir. Appreciate it. Thank you. Anytime.